What's Islam Makhachev's net worth? This video answers that question and shows the highlights of all Makhachev's fights and how much Makhachev earned in each fight. Islam Makhachev is a Russian mixed martial artist who competes in the lightweight division of the UFC. Makhachev was born in Dagestan, Russia, and began training in Sambo and Judo at a young age. He later began training in mixed martial arts and made his professional debut in 2009. He compiled a record of 11-0 before signing with the UFC in 2014. Makhachev made his UFC debut against Leo Kuntz on October 4, 2014 at UFC 178. Leo was on a 15-win streak and hadn't lost in over 5 years, but Makhachev won the fight via submission in the second round.
It's all over! Beautiful job by Makhachev. Great UFC debut!
Next fight versus Adriano Martins. Adriano is an experienced Brazilian MMA fighter who has been in the game for a while. Martins had 12 career wins by knockout. It was a hard-fought battle, but Adriano Martins emerged victorious. He knocked out Islam in the first round. For Islam, it was a disappointing loss, but he still earned $14,000 for his efforts. This is Makhachev's first and last defeat in the UFC so far. After this fight, Islam was suspended for 1 year for a positive doping test. Islam Makhachev versus Chris Wade was a highly anticipated lightweight bout that took place at UFC Fight Night. Makhachev was the better fighter of the night. He used his superior grappling to control Wade and won a unanimous decision. Nik Lentz versus Makhachev. This was an excellent match between two very evenly matched opponents. Lentz had 6 wins from the last 8 fights. Makhachev won the fight and earned $36,500.
I want a money fight. Give me my razor. Woo!
Islam Makhachev put on a dominant performance against Gleison Tibau at UFC 220. Tibau was the most difficult and dangerous opponent to fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov, but Makhachev won the fight by knockout in 57 seconds. Kajan Johnson hadn't lost in 3 years in a row until he met Makhachev. In his last fight, Johnson knocked out Adriano Martins, who beat Makhachev several years ago. Makhachev won in the first round with submission. Arman Tsarukyan and Islam Makhachev put on an incredible show at UFC Fight Night 149. Arman is an excellent fighter, and he had an amazing 12-win streak before Makhachev. Makhachev earned $50,000 for best performance and $116,000, his entire paycheck for the evening. Davi Ramos lost to Islam Makhachev in a very one-sided fight. Makhachev dominated the fight, earned a well-deserved victory and $66,000. On UFC 259, Islam Makhachev defeated Drew Dober in a dominant display, winning via triangle choke in the third round. Makhachev took control early, putting Dober on his back and working for a submission. It was an impressive win for Makhachev, who continues to look like a top contender in the lightweight division. Islam Makhachev was facing Thiago Moises in 2021. This was Makhachev's first fight in the top 10 and 20th win in his career. The 267th UFC tournament took place in Abu Dhabi, with Islam Makhachev taking on Dan Hooker in the main event. Makhachev was able to take Hooker down early, using his speed and agility to keep the New Zealander off balance. It was the fastest takedown of Makhachev's career. Habibi's hint, "put your foot on his head," won the victory for Makhachev. Islam Makhachev defeated Bobby Green in the first round with great ground and pound. Green is a tough opponent, but Makhachev was able to take him down and finish him with some big shots. Charles Oliveira is widely considered to be one of the greatest fighters of all time. He has an impressive record of 33 wins and 9 losses, with 21 of those wins coming by way of submission. Islam Makhachev entered the fight with a perfect 23-1 record. In this fight, Makhachev defeated Oliveira by submission, arm triangle choke in the second round. It was a dominant performance by Makhachev, and it's clear he is the better fighter. Islam has superior striking, wrestling, and submission skills. Makhachev is sure to be an entertaining fighter to watch for years to come.